I'm Eric Coleman, Assistant Chief, Daviess County Fire Department. So we start shift at 6 a.m. We come in, check all of our trucks. Behind me is our ARF truck. So we have one firefighter that's dedicated to staying back for 24 hours at the airport station, which we're located. And they'll come in the morning and they'll check the truck, make sure the pump runs, make sure there's water on the truck, all the necessary items that need to be on the truck in case there's an emergency. Then we'll go out and do a surface inspection, run the runways, taxiways. They're looking for any what they call FOD, which is foreign object debris. If they come across something, they'll pick it up. That keeps it from getting in an airplane or getting pulled up into the jet, something of that nature. Then they'll come back, check their pump, make sure everything's working properly on the truck. They'll park the truck, and then while that's going on, we're checking our other apparatus too that we have, our medical truck, our fire engine, and then the Assistant Chief truck, which I'm responsible for. I will check it, make sure that all the equipment is on it, all the batteries are charged. That's what we're doing. We're getting our gear, putting our gear on the trucks, taking the gear from the previous crew and putting that back in their locker. So it's something that every crew does every morning. And then we go in and we'll start laundry, breakfast, and then that's kind of how the day goes from there. We'll do our training, do our chores, and anything else, and obviously make runs.
Well, Jordan, I'm Lieutenant Cecil. This is second crew at the airport station. We're just getting the day started. This is kind of our morning routine. We kind of come in with the outgoing crew. They'll give us some tips from the previous day and what they've found, the findings. And we're just preparing breakfast for us. Right here's Firefighter Hamilton, Assistant Chief Eric Coleman, Engineer Sam Henderson, and Firefighter Pavel Zbořil is attending other duties. Like I said, we're preparing breakfast, and we'll get this day going. Well, so something that's forgot about in the fire service is this is where we live. So this is our home, and just like your home, we've got to do our daily chores to keep it clean. So we separate parts of the station to which day that we clean each day of the week. Today being Tuesday, we're to clean the kitchen and living room and the windows associated in that part of the station. And just like cleaning your house, it's as clean as you make it. So we really try to scrub it up really nicely.
My name's Casey Hamilton. I'm a firefighter paramedic here at Daviess County Fire Department. Currently we're at the west station. We refer to it as the airport station out here at OWB on the west side of the county. We've just finished up breakfast, and our morning routine is going straight into washing our trucks, getting everything cleaned up, getting our day started. We'll move into chores after that, keeping the station clean, and then we'll go into our training for the day. This station was opened in 2019, moving from our old station, which is actually just across the road here. It's a very modern facility. We've got 5 bedrooms for all the firefighters, large workout room in the mezzanine above our bays. We've got obviously some large bays behind us here that we have 2 ARF trucks in, our engine, our Assistant Chief trucks. We store multiple boats in there as well. We've got our training tower that's connected to our weight room. It's utilized for a lot of our high-angle rope rescue training and to simulate those kind of things. We've got some aircraft doors in our training area as well to assist in our aircraft trainings that we do here. We've got a large training room actually set aside for indoor training where we can have our meetings. We have our paramedic class held there at times. So from this station, we actually have one guy who stays here 24/7. He's dedicated to this airfield. He's on these crash trucks. He'll run the runways every morning, doing an inspection, making sure everything looks good for the day. We'll run these trucks, make sure that they're in good shape, that they're ready to respond should any kind of aircraft emergency happen. You know, you see a lot more of those in the news all the time. And then the other part of the crew is actually out and about, ready to respond throughout the west side of the county. We offer a lot of different services. Like we said, we're obviously the fire department. We come to fires, car wrecks, but we do some technical rescue like rope rescue, and we have our advanced life support that we provide, that service for the county as well, which is spanning a broad range of medical emergencies that any individual may have, from cardiac issues to seizures to simple falls where people may be injured or they may just need help up. You know, we're happy to come out and try to help people in any way possible. And that is actually about 80% of the calls that we go on are medical related. And on a lot of those, we utilize that advanced life support so that we're actually able to start IVs in the field, administer medications. In critical patients, we're actually able to intubate those patients and provide those services that you may only see other times in the hospital. All right, so we just got dispatched on the way back from another call, actually, to a field fire. Right now, we stay pretty busy with those calls because we're in our hazard burning season. It's a nice dry day, so we are seeing a lot of people trying to get outside and burning. So obviously, with the wind picking up today like it has, people are losing control of those fires, or they may just be a concerned passerby that sees smoke and fire and maybe sees nobody around and is concerned, and it may actually turn out to not be anything. A lot of times it's farmers burning off corn stalks and that kind of thing.
Okay, so here in Stanley, we got dispatched to a possible field fire, probably called in by a passerby. This time of year, the spring, the farmers are trying to burn off any debris that's washed up out of the ditches. With the recent rains that we've had, you can see that is probably the best method of removal. We just ask that the farmers are present when they're burning a field off. Just like where you can see some guys out there, they're trying to stop it from, if we leave, it's possibly going to go to that woods over there. So with no one on site with the fire, we're going to put it out now as opposed to come back later. So we just went out there with a couple rakes and we're just raking the ground just to put the fire out. Pretty simple.
I'm Quentin Pence, engineer, paramedic with Daviess County Fire Department. I've been employed with Daviess County Fire Department for a little over 9 years now, and I enjoy all parts of this job. Like, I'm fortunate I get to come to work every day and love what I do. So no day is the same. I really enjoy what I do and get to do every day. You know, we may go from a medical to a vehicle accident to a field fire or a structure fire, and then we also do some technical rescue stuff such as rope and things like that. So the dynamic here can change at any given point. Just we can go from one call to the next, or several calls of the same type of variety. So the kind of not knowing what's next is an exciting part of this job.
My name is Jake Cox, I'm Battalion Chief with Daviess County Fire Department. Tonight we're at our airport station doing fire blast training. This is live fire training, 1403 training. We have multiple instructors here from State Fire Rescue along with Daviess County Fire Department. We do this annually, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, and we have different volunteer stations every single night throughout the county. Tonight we have Utica burning with us, Stanley, and Thruston. But now we are doing a ground level entry fire attack where we have a couch on fire, and then you move in through that into a kitchen where you have a full kitchen fire. The men have to extinguish the fire and then back out and make sure nothing catches on fire back behind them while they're coming out. And we'll do this multiple times, changing scenarios with different fire attacks. Sometimes we'll be doing basement fire attacks along with ground level fire attacks at the same time.
So I'm firefighter paramedic Casey Hamilton. I'm stationed out here at the airport where we're training tonight. We just went through the flashover trailer through the Kentucky Fire Commission, which is placed behind me here. What's simulated in there is a ground level fire is what we're going over tonight. It's simulated with LP gas through metal equipment to replicate an actual home. We have stoves, couches, a whole kitchen that you can light on fire in there that we fight at our normal pressures to kind of acclimate ourselves to our nozzle reaction, to our hose lines, to advancing, to get that experience that maybe some people haven't got to have necessarily on the fire ground before, to acclimate themselves to that environment. So the simulation we just went through tonight was a kitchen fire with a door that led directly into the kitchen. So we advanced up the stairway into the kitchen itself. We had fire rolling up the wall from a oven and over the ceiling. So we were working the ceiling down, cooling that thermal layer, and trying to extinguish that fire, working our way up to the stove and actually extinguishing the fire down inside of it.
So I'm Eric Coleman. I'm Assistant Chief with the Daviess County Fire Department, and we are at our airport station today. High angle rope rescue is something that we would use in some kind of industry. It could be in a rural setting in the woods, anytime where we're going to be off the ground, where we're going to have to use ropes to access the patient. We have a training facility here, a training tower, and in that tower, when we were building the station, we designed it with some anchors in there just for high angle rope rescue training. Daviess County Fire Department has a high angle rope rescue team comprising of about 17 members on that team out of 29 people, which is pretty substantial for our department being so small. So we use this facility to practice our techniques and hone those skills and to be proficient at what we're going to do, and to be efficient at when we get on scene. That it just kind of becomes second nature. We don't have to think about what we're doing, how we're rigging it up, or what not to tie. It just kind of falls hand in hand with all of our training that we've been doing.
I'm Sam Henderson with Daviess County Fire Department. I'm the engineer here. Tonight we're going to simulate a rope rescue using one of our dummies. We have all this rope rescue because of all the surrounding areas. We do some work with them in case there is someone trapped. So we do low angle rescue, we do high angle rescue. We've got lots of equipment. The simulation right now is we've got someone trapped in the stairwell here at the fire department. We're going to use our rope system here. We already have a rope set up. We've got 2 lines that are going to be attached. We are going to lift one of our rescuers up to the patient. He will then pick off that patient, and then we will lower them down together to safety.